whole 60-minute effort, but a lot better response to what she had last night. So do you agree?
Yeah, I would even. I think it was just pretty darn close to a 60-minute effort. Maybe the execution wasn't great at times, but our effort was way better tonight. That's the way we have to play to give ourselves a chance.
And what was the biggest part of just coming out with more energy than last night?
Zane, you'd probably have to ask the players that. I think we have a proud bunch of guys, and especially our leadership and those juniors and seniors that they've won some games over the course of their time here. And last night they knew that we didn't give ourselves much of a chance, and they wanted to make it right. And I'll even take it back a step. I'm not sure tonight's game was trying to make last night better. I think tonight's game was trying to wrap our arms around our next opportunity. Let's leave yesterday there and let's learn from it, but let's be all in today. And I thought our guys did that. And we controlled what we could, which was our effort today. We believe as coaches that if that's the effort our team's going to give, then we give ourselves a chance.
You made some switches lineup-wise. What effect do you feel that had today?
They were minor switches, John. What we did was we talked about, do we turn this thing on its ear right now, or do we give guys a chance to respond? That's what we talked about. And we chose the latter. We made one switch up front. The back end was the same. We may have switched the lines up a little bit. I actually thought Sam Craig's brought some energy to us. I think I'm excited to see where his game could go over the course of his time with us. And I thought Ryan Bednard played well, and good for him to get the win. You know, you get a 4-0 lead, and then, you know, a couple plays, bang, bang, that he really had no fault of his own. And all of a sudden now you're gripping it a little bit. I think the end of the second period came at a great time, quite honestly. But that's what you get when you play a really good team like Minnesota State. You get a bulldog, and we pinned them in a corner, and they fought, which is what they do. So the changes were maybe shuffling lines or shuffling D pairs, and starting a different goalie. But we gave our people a chance to respond, and we think they did exactly that.
When you mentioned Bednard, the play that sticks out in my mind is the breakaway where it's just waltzes. I mean, nice play, waltzes in.
Yeah, I mean, Knutsen's as good of a player as there is in this league. He's a senior. He's a scorer in a 4-2 game, and Ryan shuts him down. I mean, that's what we expect from him, and I think that's what he expects from himself. I really do. I don't. We're not fighting each other. We're on absolutely the same page. I want Ryan to be great. I want Eric to be great. And Ryan took advantage of an opportunity tonight, so good for him.
You mentioned Sam Craig. You talked about the value of Lucas scoring, and I mean, not just once, but twice, pretty much right on one top of the other.
Lucas is one of those guys that, up until today, arguably has been our best player. Now, the last 2 games, John, he hasn't been the same Lucas Craigs, and he was somebody that I may have brought that up earlier today to him. And he's a proud young guy, and he plays the game the way we want to play it absolutely all the time. But the last couple of days, he hasn't had his leg, the last couple of games. So what he was doing was he wanted to get back to the level that he set for himself, and we want to play the game fast and north and hard, and that's what Lucas Craigs does. To see him get rewarded, I think he's got sneaky ability around the other team's net, and that's something we know, and I think it's just going to continue to show itself as he continues to get comfortable at this level and gains more confidence and so on. But to us, he's a valuable player and has been.
When you guys had the 4-0 lead, we saw a few weeks back when you had a big lead and kind of stepped off the gas against Michigan State. I know Minnesota State scored twice, and obviously your only goal was empty net, but it didn't feel like you guys stepped off the gas. Did you feel you did or not?
No, I mean, I felt like from 4-0 to the end of the second probably wasn't ideal, but I thought the third was pretty good. Other than a play here, a play there, and where I thought Michigan State took it to us for the last whatever, we dug in tonight and kept playing, kept defending, kept going north. We always want to do things better. That shift where they scored their first goal, where there was a scramble in front of our net, it was just a really poor shift on our part, but full marks to them. I mean, that's their top guys. Brickley in the back end, keeping pucks in, those two seniors up front doing what they do, and it ends up in the net. And then, the power play goal, we took a penalty, right? So they scored pretty much back to back. We had the puck on our stick and couldn't get it out. So it wasn't kind of just hold on for dear lifetime. I thought we were doing a good job. I agree with you. I'm with you.
It's more marks to them.
Yes, during a stretch, which we knew they weren't going away. You don't get to where they get or where they've gotten and just go away when the score is 4-0. They're a proud bunch and they fought hard. But I think the third period we played well.
Would you talk about your PK? Because you
Yeah.
put it to full effect and
Well,
leaned
again,
on it.
when the guys that are on the PK most of the time are guys that have been around a little bit and guys that were on it last year, and we were 3 for 6 last night. We they were 50% in their power play last night. Our penalty kill arguably lost us the game. Arguably, it didn't, but you could make an argument for that. And tonight they responded, and we did what we wanted to do. We stuck to a game plan. We executed the best we could. Yeah, we gave up 1. You give them 8 opportunities. We've got to be way more disciplined than that. But the question was about the penalty kill. I think it started with Ryan Bednard as our best penalty killer, and then after that, we had 4 guys out there every time on the same page, doing things the way we want to do them.
Yeah, against a team that's going to just
Really
kill
good.
people on the
Yeah, you give them 8 opportunities, you're playing with fire, 100%.
And with the goaltending now, both goaltenders had at least a couple games. What have you seen from them? And
I've seen 2 guys, Zane, that are capable of being number 1 guys, and that's what we want to have. I've said that from the beginning. I'd like to have a 1 and a 1. You look at Minnesota State, last night was 37, tonight was 39. They want to have 2 guys getting the job done. We do too. And we believe that what we've seen from them is proof that they're both capable. Now we have to execute it all the time. And I'd like it to be one guy plays one night, the other guy plays the other night, and their task is to win a game that weekend. They don't have to put the team on the shoulders, win 1 game every weekend. Is that what's going to happen? I don't know. But what I've seen to this point with our goaltending, like we thought, was 2 guys that are very capable.